In a remote, fog-covered town surrounded by dense forests, there stood an old, decaying mansion on the outskirts. The locals had many stories about this mansion, each more mysterious than the last. Some said it was haunted, others claimed it was cursed. But the most famous tale revolved around a strange, blue door that lay at the end of a narrow, dim hallway in the mansion. It had been locked for centuries, and no one had ever dared try to open it. The townspeople warned travelers and newcomers to stay far away from the house, especially after dark. The reason was simple. Those who entered rarely came out the same, if they came out at all. Sam was a wanderer by nature, always chasing thrills and seeking out stories he could share. He had heard whispers of the blue door from the town's innkeeper, who recounted chilling details about the mansion. The strange sounds that echoed from within, and the shadows that seemed to dance at the windows late at night. Intrigued rather than afraid, Sam decided to investigate. On a chilly autumn evening, just as the sun dipped behind the trees, Sam made his way to the mansion. As he approached, the house seemed almost alive with the sound of creaking wood and the wind whistling through broken windows. Despite the eerie atmosphere, he pressed forward, his flashlight guiding him through the overgrown garden and into the front door, which swung open with a groan. Inside, the air was thick with dust, and the remnants of old furniture lay scattered. Cobwebs clung to the ceiling, and the faint smell of dampness lingered in the air. As Sam ventured deeper into the mansion, he felt a growing sense of unease, but his curiosity pushed him forward. He passed through room after room, each more decayed than the last, until he finally reached the infamous hallway. At the far end stood the blue door. It was unlike anything else in the house, pristine, untouched by time. Its deep blue color glowed faintly in the dim light. Intricate carvings adorned its edges. Sam approached it cautiously, heart pounding in his chest. He reached out and touched the cool surface of the door, feeling an unsettling chill run through his body. For a moment, he hesitated, but the whispers of adventure rang louder than the warnings he had heard. With a deep breath, Sam grasped the handle and twisted. To his surprise, the door opened easily, as if it had been waiting for him. Behind it was a dark, narrow staircase leading down into the unknown. The air grew colder as he descended, and the walls seemed to close in around him. At the bottom of the stairs, he found a large room, illuminated only by the soft, eerie glow of a single candle in the center. In the middle of the room stood a mirror, tall, ornate, and covered in dust. Sam approached cautiously, wiping the glass with his sleeve. As his reflection became clear, he froze. The figure staring back at him wasn't quite right. It looked like him, but moved in ways that didn't match his own movements. The eyes in the reflection seemed darker, filled with malice. Suddenly, the reflection smiled, a wicked, unnatural grin that sent shivers down Sam's spine. Before he could react, the reflection began to speak. "You've come far," it said in a voice that echoed through the room. "But now, you're trapped just like me." Sam stepped back, his heart racing. He realized with horror that the mirror was not just a reflection of himself, but a portal, one that held captive a darker version of himself.